Hello everybody, Happy New Year, hope you're all well. Yes, it's here. The Exploring with me Dave 2021 year's review of everything I did this year and everything we all did for Exploring History UK. And yes, both groups and YouTube channels are growing and it's all down to your support over the last year. So I've been doing this for 2 years alone until my uncle Nick shared me video of me doing sandwich in St Helens. Then someone called Sir Lewis, yes, our very own Lewis, got in touch to see if we could meet up. So we did, and then the first place we did was Cannington Shores Bottle Furnace in St Helens. It's been brilliant, and now we have Exploring History UK grown to, let's say, 1,000 members. At first it was Lewis, me, Kelman, Chris and Tonka who were the original members of Exploring History UK, and the rest I've seen join later. And we did a lot behind the scenes. You may see something here that you haven't seen yet. Now these are very hard to put together, but I've tried my best as always to bring a cracking video. There will be photos, clips, thumbnails, music, there'll be all sorts of this, and drone footage. And there will also be voiceovers for myself as well, explaining a few bits and bobs in the video. I've managed to keep the explores that we did as well in order the best I can. But if there's no footage from, because I have deleted some of the explores obviously, but some of the footage I can take off the channel. You after being out with the team, we were just brilliant urban exploration, all but two, and that's Ian and Jess, who have not been out and doing explores with yet. But I'm sure I will next year. It's great to know that you're out with an experienced crew who will always have your back, and I'm sure we will all be out on one massive explore this year. And to everybody in the team, thank you very much for putting up with me. Lewis, Kelman, Tonka, Chris, Aaron, Hannah, Callum, Jess, Matt and Ian. Here's to next year. And looking back at some of the explores now, I think the one that got me the most was when me and Tonka done the big mill in town, Heaps Rice Mill. It was just because we weren't expecting it. Chris and Lewis had gone home and we were driving along the dock road and I just suddenly said to Tonka, the mill, and we managed to get in, and it was just really dangerous, but we were definitely the first two urban explorers in there ever, and it was just great to walk around with Tonka and get that place done. It was just so good. And speaking of that big mill, it's actually on the end of one of the videos, so I don't think many people have actually seen the inside of that mill me and Tonka done. So what I'm going to do, I've got all the footage here, so I'm going to redo the video and put it up on its own as a full video at some point in the next few weeks for you to all to see. It's a really good watch, really good, and it's totally sealed up again now. I went down there once and got caught. The second time I went down on my own, I walked around the side of the front of the building. Because of all the lights from the car park, there was a big shadow on the building as I was walking along, and a little fella sitting in a little hut in the car park. Anyway, he spotted me and told me to get out, but yeah, what a place. So the first place me and Lewis did after Sandwich, which is not in this video because it would be over a year then, but the first place me and Lewis did Cannington Shores Bottle Furnace number 7, and it went a little bit like this. Shores Bottle Furnace number 7. I love doing this place. It was just so different from anything else with them glass tunnels and that. And there are plans in the pipeline to turn it into a museum. And what a place to make it into a museum, because you got that big car park at the front and you got Tesco's next to it. It really must be saved for the history of glassmaking in St Helens. The next one me and Lewis did, I took him into town and we hit the big concrete building on the corner. I'm not too sure what it's called because there wasn't much history about it. Then I took Lewis up to the Second World War bunkers after we done the warehouse, and he loved it up here because this is right up Lewis's street. The World War II bunkers, he was in his element, he absolutely loved it.
manufactured as soon as possible.
Get off, you don't pay me enough. Yeah, boss. That's for you.
Alright, thanks. Yeah, cheers.
That's formal note. That's formal notice of my pay rise.
Right.
The company car and my helicopter. I've actually painted a big H in my garden so you can put it there.
This is saying times 5,000 for chicken chow mains too.
Oh no, I don't like chicken chow mains. You can have it. Last time in tents, you know, all along that back wall where?
Yeah.
See all them bushes?
Yeah.
All along here.
This build little car park places up there.
Yeah. Here we go, very good. This is orange. In pencil. They're the people that used to take sanctuary down here when the wall was on. All along there. Yeah, these are actually up on my other video. If you want to go and watch my other video, it's on that when I first come down. Yes, the one and only Crank Caverns. What a place this was. The three of us really enjoyed doing this. But what an explorer this was. It was just so good. Even our Tony just absolutely loved it. You could see it written all over his face. It was just great. And of course, it's dangerous, but that man there, Lewis, he knows this place like the back of his hand. He's been down here so many times. He really does know. He even knows the history of it in full. And this is definitely his baby, this place. There's a car tyre up there right above your head now, so. Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Put your head there, so I'll keep going.
Yeah, man. Congratulations, it's a boy.
And of course, there's no way in the world we're leaving out this lovely man, the one and only Ark Hellman.
Wow. Wow. Easy. Brilliant, right?
And the next place we went up to Margaret Bevan, me, Lewis, Exploring History UK and Chris, Cooler Explorers. Unfortunately, I've deleted the clips and the footage from that explore, so I'll take a little bit off the channel, and I've got some photographs here for you as well. This was a really nice place. I mean, the hallway just blew me away, and some really nice features in this place, but unfortunately someone's been up there and burnt most of it out, which is such a shame, because it's just such a lovely building. And yeah, they've been up there and they've burnt it, but we get this all the time, and it's heartbreaking. But there's a few photos anyway of Margaret Bevan. It's a great explore. I think a lot of people don't probably know what this is. Yes. No way. I see the light down there. I wonder what it was. Fucking hell, everybody. Right, the best boy band in town. The only person that's missing there is Kelman. But what a night this was. This was me taking the lads around my old haunts. There's a photograph over there. Now in this place, it's got a butter factory, bonded warehouse, a car place, a transport place downstairs where they used to fix the steam trains, a cold storage facility, and the butter factory at the back. The first time I come down and tried to get in, the fella was throwing poo at me through the little gap in the wall. Anyway, I took the lads around this because this is one of my old haunts. This is one of my things. Them engines there you can see in the background, they're actually the cooling engines. I actually took the lads down to the big church, which I've already done twice. I've done it once on my own and once on Halloween when my light went off in the dark. And I had to try and get out on my own. But I took them around the church as well. They loved it down there, and they loved this place too. This was just great walking around here. What I also found out when I got down there as well, they'd actually changed it into an illegal rave. Some of the rooms, you see the old clips in the video of what it used to look like. This church is also getting saved, and they're going to turn it into a community hub, which is really good. Work has already started.
I like what they've done with the place.
I think I'll come again. Well, look, the ceiling's nice though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And see that door over there in the top corner. I've done it, mate. I've been in there. I know what it's like.
It's been wiping mud on my carpets. I'll bloody kill you.
And then of course later on me and Tonka hit the mill, and you'll see that now. Right, there's another one there, mate. Look at that one. That's a monster. There's the bridge of death there. See it right above us.
Alright.
You can't walk across it, right? Useless.
Have you seen the round thing here? I can't see round anymore. See the way that's round? It's got the round things in it. Yeah. That's tunnel, everybody. Yeah, I know. Late night. Oh, I'm very strange. Let's
the one and only Olive Mountain. Now, I've been up here before to do the sheds down the bottom. I've never managed to get into the house because it was always sealed and I don't break in. So when I went up to do the sheds again to do a comparison video to see the damage compared to my last video, my footage wasn't very good. So I went up with Gav and we managed to get into the big house. It was wide open at the back in 2 places. You can see them in the video. And then a few days later I went up to do an urban explore with Urban X-Files and a paranormal night up there with Keith, getting a lot of response from old staff members. I actually found out off my Auntie Linda as well that my nan actually worked up here for 5 years. But it's just a fantastic building and it's just mind blowing. That dome inside that place is just so nice. And it's certainly a building that I will never forget exploring. The one and only Bellevue, which is sadly now being demolished. I did actually manage to get into this place. I've deleted all the footage and most of the photographs from the inside of this place. That's the only 2 I had there, like you seen at the beginning. So I'll take a little bit off the channel. I got into this place and got downstairs into the basement and I absolutely loved it. I walked down the basement in here for about an hour on my own and it was really good. And I do know that a lot of people in Wavertree have got a very fond heart for this place, a lot of happy memories in it and a lot of happy stories that I've come across with people telling me. I actually went back up a few months later when they were actually pulling the building down and there's a video up online, you can see it there, of them bringing down the front wall at the bottom and that was the end of Bellevue. Yes, the abandoned church we done in Liverpool. I wasn't expecting the inside of this place to be the way it was with that massive roof, but this was a really good explore. I don't think the 3 of us were expecting it, to be honest, but the architecture in this place and them windows were just something else. And we were in here for quite a few hours. It was just a really nice place, badly damaged inside. I mean, the place was rotten and falling apart. There's no vandalism in this place, so to speak. It's just natural decay.
Are you up there?
It must be me. Oh no. Wait. Why was this?
But that roof was just lovely. It was so big and so unexpected when we went in. It was just a lovely, lovely church. What I know on this was these tunnels under a major town. Lewis had been down there a good few times, he's walked there so many times. It actually takes about 15 to 20 minutes to walk from one end to the other, but it was just such a laugh to be out with cool little explorers and exploring the history UK. They were actually singing Your English Country Garden as they were walking off down the tunnel. It was hysterical. Kelman and Jim actually went out to do this after being on the cold storage facility, and apparently when Kelman was coming out to the grid and he popped his head up, there was a copper there in the car who said, "What are you doing?" And Kelman just said, "We're there, been exploring." The copper said, "Oh, okay then, no worries," and drove off.
You alright? Half an hour later. If you get nicked, just say you're on your own and we'll shut the grid again. You're out, mate.
I can't.
How'd you do this?
That way. I can't show people where I am here, so I'm going to stop there because Dave's out.
You can't just get anybody.
Do like some buildings.
Yes, the one and only and the amazing 051. Now I want to get a few things straight here. A few people have said in their videos when they've been up that they are the first to do this. Well, you're not. You're absolutely not. We were. There's no doubt of it. I got this pinned to me by a contact in Birkenhead. He'd been up and done it for Instagram, but nobody else had been in for YouTube. Day and night, we got it twice. So let's get that on the record. No one has been in this place and recorded it before us. That's absolute.
I've just come through the door and spotted that. Any need? Look at the size of this place. What's that? Team base, timeout zone. Oh, this was actually the paintball bit. Look behind us.
Yeah, but what a place this was. It was like walking into a big toy. That bike there, when I went up with High Times and Urban X-Files, High Times actually switched it on and it came on. It all lit up and that, so it was still working. But I tell you, hey, it smelled like a monkey enclosure in here. You can just imagine a chimpanzee come running out from the back. It smelled like a zoo.
Some deckers up there.
Alright. Yes, and we even managed to get up onto the roof. This was the night time. This is the first time that we went. Me and Lewis went back up again in the daytime. Now this pub here, me and Lewis did actually report this to the fire brigade and the council as soon as we got home, and we were both told that there was nothing they could have done about all that in there because they didn't know who the owner was. My concern was there was homeless people living downstairs, and the only way they can get out of the club from downstairs, the 051, is through that pub. But it was like walking around a big toy, and it was great to get it in my hometown, Liverpool, and with it being the 051 as well. Wow, I mean,
That's actually behind the bar.
now the pub was actually called Dickie's, and it's previously been Spooky Joe's. see you again very, very soon for the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye. Yes, the one and only Mosley Man at the Fireburn video. I was fuming when I seen this because this was my third explore I ever done. And me goes up, me Lewis and Kelman, and the idiot is being up out the back. Now I don't like swear on my channel, but there's a text swear word at the end. I had to put it in because I was absolutely livid. Been up here a few times, I'm with Mr. Airborne, but to see this like this just absolutely gutted me. Yeah, I was fuming. You think they'd have other things better to do with themselves. They wouldn't do it to their own houses. But Mosley Manor, such a sad history, but a really nice building to walk around, and very, very haunted. Now I'm not going to put too much up on this particular one, but I have put some old footage in when I first went up on my own years ago. It's a really nice place, and of course it's been absolutely trashed now. Well, this was a fun day out as the four of us, me, Kelman, Hannah, Lewis, all went up to do the farm up by St Helens, and then we moved from there to Josephine Butler Lunatic Asylum, which was just absolutely brilliant, really funny getting in, and it was a really, really good day out. I think all four of us really enjoyed this. And what a fantastic building it is as well. It's just a shame it's empty, but the wood in here is just absolutely stunning. There's actually plans in the pipeline to do this manor up, the manor and the farm and that and the buildings there, to make it into a little community. Hello everybody, I'm out again. I'm out with Hannah. How do I Hannah? Hold that up. I'm out with Lewis, Exploring History UK. I'm also out with Hideaway Hannah. She's hiding away in there somewhere. And Kelman. And we've come up to have a look at this place. A little go around here. Not apart, but we can always see. You mightn't see us at all, we might end up with handcuffs. So we'll walk up now. Yeah, we're just waiting what we're gonna do next, everybody. Because we're running out of little ideas here, but well, we're not doing too bad on ideas, are we?
We've got a few. We're not too bad. Whee!
We like the climbing.
Oh mate, I don't do heights at all, mate. Oh, I really don't do heights. One bit, mate. Don't like them. Which way now, mate? What I got to? You never said it was that high. Here comes Hideaway Hannah. Not doing very well at hiding your way.
No.
Yeah, this was a fantastic place and it was completely untouched. There was no damaging or nothing like that. I actually went up a few years beforehand and I had two fellas throwing stones at me on the stairway, which I couldn't get over because it was barbed wired. And we actually got caught twice by the same PTSO officer in the grounds. The second time, she just laughed at me. She thought it was hysterical. And Lewis and Kelman, before we went up to Josephine Butler, tried to get into a prison. There was actually a woman, as Lewis and Kelman went through the bush, looking at me and Hannah, pointing at a mobile phone and putting it to her ear. Obviously she was on the phone to the police. Then Lewis and Kelman came walking back up the street, and me and Hannah were just laughing our heads off. And of course the next video we did was the Liverpool light show that we had on in town, which was just great. Freezing cold because I'd been walking around all day. I'd done it in the daytime, come home, had a quick cup of coffee, something to eat, and went back out in the night time to get the nighttime shots. And I tried to get all the shots done from exactly the same place from the daytime to the night time. I think I done alright, and it was a good night out, and it was very, very impressive to see. The very spooky policeman's house. Now, I've been up here once on my own, and I must admit, the first time I went to this place, the hairs on the back of my neck went up. Cool Explorers, Chris did say to me before I went up, because he was up there the day before, that's a very spooky and early place, and it really is. Then I went back up there with High Times and Urban X-Files. Urban X-Files actually found out the full history of this place. It's actually in the Echo and a few other papers as well. It's a very, very spooky place, and it's burnt out upstairs. It was an accidental fire. It wasn't done on purpose by a vandal or something like that. When you go into this place, there's actually a picture of them, and it's gone on it. Anybody who enters this property will be cursed for the next 48 hours, I think it is, or something like that. But when I took High Times up and Urban X-Files, when we came out, they also said it was a very, very spooky, eerie place. It was no atmosphere in there. It was very, very strange. I've also took a little bit of footage off Urban X-Files' channel with his kind permission. Finish it off. And then just over here. Two random dolls. There we go. Oh, that one there's got a glass face. Oh, freaky. Look at the eyes on that one. I found them. I had to get a taxi from one station to another station.
Do you mind if we just get pictures of? We're not here to.
We do YouTube videos of exploring places.
Yeah. So
I bought Lewis a hoodie, and he's going to put it on for us now.
hold on. So we're all official, Neela. All that we need is our badges.
Hold it up for us first, mate. Let's have a look at the back and all that.
Sorry.
So everybody can see it.
Yeah, look at that on the
The
arm.
sir. The sir.
It's on the arm there, you've got the English thing, and on the back you've got
the UK vintage.
on the back you've actually got the group thick emblem as well, mate.
Yes, I noticed that. Thanks very much, Dave.
No worries, mate. I'll get one for everybody.
The fantastic and very haunted Ivy House and Artist House, and of course I've been back up since and done the house at Artist with Matt, but I let this one play through.
You know, them for years. Patterns, the carved patterns on the stairs and the wood. Have you seen everything? All the tiles, they're all individual patterns all the way down. And here's more on this side. Looks like the Grim Reaper. Frogs, pigs, farms, and a wolf. Wolf and wolf. Gate. Hey, there's a grave. There's a grave.
Of course that gallery at the back as well, you walk into that and your jaw just drops, you just don't expect it with the tea setup still there in the middle and then pictures just sitting around. But the Artist House itself with them photographs knocking about was just so sad. But like I say, it's just a very nice, relaxing, calm place to walk around.
Wow, look at that. The stuff. It's still in the drawer. Look at that. The old genocide there too.
Wow.
Have you seen anybody else look at the cooking pans and stuff on a little tin?
Yeah, like I said before, I went back up with Matt because I never got into the Artist House and I finally did when me and him went up only a few months ago.
Look at this. Wow, look at this paint box. That wasn't here last time. Do we need that? Look at that. Let's see what's in there.
Hey Dave, I didn't tell you the worst part about all this, mate.
What's that?
The way in,
Yeah.
warehouse.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Not been up there yet, have we?
On that roof. Oh, up there. Oh, I'll go up that, mate. I'm not asked up there.
I'm joking.
You gotta go round.
He was pulling me leg there. I thought we had to climb something really high.
Anyone want a plug?
It was alright walking around here. It was just a big cold storage facility. But later on we did head down to Clan Caverns, and you'll see that in a minute. Of course, it wouldn't be the same without a group photo.
One bathroom's absolutely destroyed and the other one's not too bad.
Lewis, I'm that excited. I don't know which way to go.
Straight up to the roof or...
Yes, and then we went down for our second visit to Clan Caverns. Now, we actually got through the gate, the four of us, and Lewis and Jim actually went down into the caverns.
You've got to go along on your belly. Because I don't want a way to do it. Oh, mate, I don't like lying on my belly.
You like that, dude?
Mate, it's not good. Which way am I facing? No way.
Me and Kelman hung on a little bit because there was a few little collapses happening right in front of us, sort of thing. There was rocks falling down, and a few minutes later Lewis and Jim come flying out, and the look on Lewis's face said it all.
Lewis is just on his way back now.
There's fucking loads of spiders.
Oh, look at all them up there. No way.
No.
I'm out of here. I didn't see them.
But that's seriously last time I'm going down there.
Riverton Pike, what a place this was, within Japanese gardens, and the paths leading off everywhere, and the views from this place were just absolutely stunning, and it is well worth a visit. You can walk around here all day, and it's a really good place to go.
Check the homemade reflector for the light. It's nice, a pie.
And of course the Wellington room that I went up and done with Urban X-Files and High Times. I've actually been back up since. I took Hinge and Back and Explorers up to have a look around, and I went up there also afterwards to do another intro. What a building this is. I mean, why is it left empty like this? It's just such a shame to see it in this state.
Enough the light.
Yeah, Dave, good point. 2021. Let's know when we were without you doing this.
No way.
What's that?
1966.
The paper.
Yeah. Join the army.
Oh my god, yeah.
I will leave the link in the description below for High Times and Urban X-Files. Go and check their channels out. Onwards.
Right everybody, come to that part of the video where I've got to make a decision, and what I've decided to do now is to two-part this, because as you can see it's on nearly 50 minutes already, and I've got a lot more to come. I've got all the Wales ones to do, all the Birmingham ones to do, all the trips that we've done with the team, so there's a lot more to come. So what I'll do, I'll two-part it, but what I'll do now is I'll show you the Scotty Road and Port Wen bits. I'll just put photographs in because I've deleted the footage from these. The Scotty Road video has actually turned out to be the third best video of the whole year, and I'll show you something about that at the end, because I got something sent to me from YouTube and TubeBuddy regarding that, and I'll show you that at the end of the next video. so a little bit of Scotty Road there and a little bit of Port Wen. They were both good explorers. Scotty Road we didn't think we were going to be going into it because it was always locked every time I went down there, and this time it was open. Port Wen is an absolute must visit. You've got to go down and have a look at Port Wen. It's absolutely gorgeous down there, and it's, you know, the kids love it. Just watch themselves if they're running around. There's a lot of holes around, but it is a must visit, Port Wen Brickworks. So stay safe, take it easy, please like, please subscribe, hit the like button, up or down, leave a comment, and I will see you very, very soon for part 2. I have been out and I have got more videos coming for you. I'm just really busy with editing at the minute, and I will see you very, very soon for part 2 and for the new videos I've got coming for you as well. I'll see you soon.